Okay, so at this point you've put together your book and you're going to clip everything together with a binder clip and some white paper just to keep your decorative paper from getting damaged. And you're going to use a hammer and a nail, and you're going to poke 5 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the spine part of the book. Once you poke the holes through with the hammer and the nail, you're going to take a needle and some ribbon or some hemp thread, and you're going to sew the exterior binding closed. So you're going to start at what's the bottom of the book, and you're going to pass the needle up through the back, up through the first hole. You're going to pull it all the way through. And this is about a wingspan worth of ribbon. So you hold the ribbon in one hand, stretch it all the way out to the other hand, and cut that length, which should be about 5 feet. Okay, so I've come up through, and I'm leaving a little tail right here, just about 4 inches that I can hold on to. I'm going to come around the book, and I'm going to put the needle back through that hole, so that it passes up through there again. You might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it through. And you're going to pull so that it winds up just like that. Now at the ends you're going to have to do this twice, because I want the ribbon to come that way around the book as well. So I'm going to flip over to the back again, pass the needle through that same hole. I haven't switched holes. Wiggle it through, try not to catch it on any of the other ribbon, and I'm going to pull it, and you want to wind up with a piece, whoops, that flips over the edge of the book that way. Okay, so now the next one, I'm going to come into the next hole, which is right here. I'm going to pass the needle down through the hole because I'm in the front. Okay, then I'm going to come around and down through the same hole again. Just like that. Now my ribbon is in the back, so I'm going to pass it up from the back to the front, and then I'm going to come around and through the same hole again. Okay. Now I'm going to skip up to the next hole. You'll see there's a space. We'll get that at the end. I'm going to come down through the next hole. And then I'm going to come around from the back and through this hole again the same way. Okay. And again on the back, up through the last hole. Now, since this is one of the ones that's at the edge, I'm going to come through this one twice. So I'm going to go around this way, come up through the back again, wiggle my needle through, and then I'm going to come around the side, through the back again. Okay. Now, all that's left is to fill in these holes here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, come from the last hole that I'm in here, go down through here. That will cover up the space there. Then I'm going to skip to the back. I'm going to come up through this next hole right here, which is the center. Okay, now I'm going to pass my needle over, come down through this hole here. And then all that's left in the back is here. I'm not even going to come up through that hole. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to pass it underneath this ribbon here and underneath that ribbon there. So I went under, and I'm going to tie it with this extra piece, the tail that I had before. So I'm just going to make a double knot. 1 and 2, And I'm going to trim the tail on an angle and leave that ribbon just like that. Take off the binder clip, take off the paper that's protecting the cover, and it's finished. And the book is done and ready to be gifted. So you can add little beads or something like that onto the bottom if you want to, but that is the finished book, and that's how you sew it.